Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. Today we are going to speak about something very important, and I want people to listen carefully and not to be judging before listening, and this is including Muslims. If you are a Muslim listening to this video, I have a challenge for you to tell me, when we listen to a Muslim or we read an article made by a Muslim, can we trust it? I challenge any Muslim to say, yes, you can. And today we are going to show you a very simple example of the fabrication is made by Muslims in purpose, which means the Muslims who made those fabrications, they know it's a lie, but yet they want to fool you in order to convert you to Islam. So I was searching in Google, and then I come to this website. It was just a normal search in Google, and then the first website appeared to me. It says Islam Guide, a brief illustrated guide to understand Islam. So I click in it, and I found this. I thought they are going to explain to us what Islam is about, but suddenly they are talking about some evidence of Islam to be the true religion. So I said to myself, let us examine together how truthful those evidence, because if those evidence are not truthful, it means Islam itself is nothing but a lie. For if you want to prove to me Islam to be truth by a lie, then you have a problem. I hope you are following me. If somebody want to prove to me that his religion is a religion of truth, and he is doing that by lying, that obviously this religion is not a truthful, same as the followers. Otherwise, why the followers are trying to deceive us and making lies in order to fool us? That doesn't make sense. And when you make it in a website and you promote it and you print it in books, this is mean all Muslims agree upon it, which means they agree upon the lie, even though they know it's a lie. So today we are going to take one by one step. I'll try to make the video short. The Quran and the human embryo. Now, just in case you do not know, you can go to Amazon.com and you can read my book Quran and Science in Depth, where I expose all those false miracles. However, we make our videos to help those who cannot afford to buy a book. If you are poor, you are not left behind. We love you, and we will do our best to help you. If we click at this, what it's called evidence of the true Islam, we will find the following. In the Holy Quran, speak about stages of man in embryonic development. We created man from extract of a clay. Then we made him as a drop in a place of settlement, firmly fixed. Then we made the drop into alaka. Here we go, the lie started. Now the alaka, it translated as a leech, suspended thing, and the blood clot. Well, is it a leech? Is it suspended thing? Is it a blood clot? You see, when they put all those options, it's just to deceive you, because wherever you go, you say, you see, we mentioned that, but we will expose them still. Then we made the alaqa into mudgha, a chewed substance. And then they say, literally, the Arabic word alaqa has a three meaning. Three meaning. All right. Leech, this is number one. Number two, suspended thing. I don't know what's a suspending mean. I have no idea what is that. And three, a blood clot. So which one the Muslims will take? Alaqa, suspended, or blood clot? Let us see what they will do. In comparing a leech to the embryo, the alaqa stage, we find similarity between the two. As we can see the figure, also embryo in this stage obtain nourishment from the blood of the mother, similarly to a leech, which is feed on the blood of others. Now, just to show you the deception of Muslims, Abduls, and I accuse them to be stupid and not intelligent. At least get someone smart to make this lie work. The Quran said, then we made drop into an alaqa, which means the drop itself became an alaqa, not like an alaqa. So what you are comparing between the leech, it doesn't say like a leech, it says we made it a alaqa. So what alaqa mean? Is it what they said, there's a 3 cases and they start with alaqa saying like alaqa? As you see, the Quran does not say that. If we go to the Quran, there's many verses, by the way, they mention the word alaqa as we see it in the screen. This is chapter 22 verse number 5, and this is chapter 23 verse number 14, and this is exactly the verse we are reading from in their website. So if we click at any translation, we will see the following. Remember, this is their translation, not mine. This is Muhammad Yusuf Ali. Then we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood. So what this is about? This is about a dead blood. This is have nothing to do with like a leech, has nothing to do with the similarity to a suspended, have nothing to do with anything except a dead blood. So what the Quran confirm that Allah, He transformed the sperm into what? Into blood, and that blood is dead blood. Now this is absolutely an extreme scientific mistake, and you can go right now to any website, any university. I'm not going to recommend any. Go to any university and see how the embryo goes. There is nobody in the world will say that the sperm will transform into. You see what it says, into? Into, which means this thing became this thing. This is absolutely a joke. And yet the Muslims, they are trying to fool you and try to say to you that this is a perfect example that Islam is a true religion. Then the Quran continue with fabrication of scientific mistakes. Then the clot, so this is not a leech, this is itself is the clot. It's not like a leech as they said in their false translation. Then the clot, we made a lump. There's no photos, by the way. Anything you see between 2 brackets is not there. Alright, now is that true? Is that what happened in the case of medicine, in the case of the baby creation? That's absolutely false. The clot, sperm into blood, the clot, which is dead blood. Dead blood doesn't transform to anything. You see the word alaqa simply, you see, if you cut yourself, like let us say when you are a child, you cut your knee, then a piece of a blood will appear in the top of your skin and will block your wound where you are wounded, and it's going to dry, and then by time is going to peel out. That is what alaqa. Alaqa simply is not even a blood inside the body, it's a blood outside the body, which is a dead blood. And the Muslim themselves with their translation is bringing that to you, and you can read it in front of your eyes. I'm not even making it. So according to the Quran, the stages of the embryo start from a sperm, when the fact sperm never transform into anything in the stage. The sperm carry, activate the egg and deliver the DNA message only, and then the sperm disappear. It's not going to transform. The one will grow is the egg, and Allah forgot about the egg because He do not know about it. And according to Allah, the sperm itself is going to transform into congealed blood and is going to be the baby. And then the lump, which is piece of meat, after the meat happened, which is sorry, from the lump, Allah will make bones, and then after the bones, Allah will clothe it with the flesh, which means the first thing as a stage for the embryo is bones. And this is absolutely funny. because all those things, all those organs, they start develop together. You can go right now and search by yourself. You see, I'm trying to avoid me recommending a website, because people, they might say, oh, he's choosing this, he's choosing that. Go yourself. All of you are adult, or even if you are a teenage, you can search and you will find this is absolutely a lie. Now I have a surprise for the Muslims. Somebody, they cannot resist his words, and they cannot say he is lying, for this is their prophet. If we go to their prophet, because he explained this verse, their prophet, the prophet of the Abdul, when I say their prophet, I mean Muhammad, the one who changed his name from Qasim to Muhammad. Look what Muhammad he said. Muhammad said, not me. Alright, Abdul, when the drop of semen, by the way, this is an additional mistake, because when the Quran says a drop, the Quran assumes that a drop of semen, as we saw there, is a transforming into blood. Alright, a drop of semen is a transforming into blood. A nutfa is not single sperm or semen, it's a drop, and that means millions. So according to Quran, millions of semen, they will change into a baby. And this is what Muhammad himself, he confirmed in this hadith in front of our eyes. He said, when the drop of semen remains in the womb for 40 or 50 days or 40 nights. Hold on. The prophet of the Abdul is, now he is explaining, and by the explanation he is making poo-poo. According to Muhammad and his science, the semen, which is a drop of semen, will stay inside the women for 40 to 50 days. How many? 40 to 50 days. That's amazing madness. The sperm will die maximum like 3-4 days. Let us say, you know what, I will give it this sperm is so powerful, 7 days maximum. So this lie alone proving Muhammad to be fabricating stories, and he is coming with something very funny and very stupid. And then the angel will come and say, my Lord, he will be good or evil. And you know, the Muslim believe in destiny, which is very stupid. For if you are believing in destiny, he will be good or evil, and Allah decide before his birth he will be good or evil. So what the point of punishing me for my crimes if you decide for me before my birth, when I was just a sperm, as you claim, to be bad or evil or to be good? Why I want to get a reward for something you decide for me, and why I want to get a punishment for something you decide for me? But this is a different story. Even the Quran says that the one who decides if it's a baby girl or a baby boy, it is Allah. It is not the sperm, as science says. So to make more details, we go to different statement of Muhammad, the prophet of the Abduls. The prophet of the Abduls, Qasim, who changed his name to the praised one, which means Muhammad, he said, a human is gathered in the form of semen in the womb of his mother. Is that true? So you are a semen in the womb. I never heard of this before. You are in the form of semen in the womb of the mother. What I know is different story. What the semen is doing in the womb of the mother, and the human is in the form of semen. So the origin of you is semen, is not the egg. And you are semens. You are many of them. Alaqa. Sorry, the drop of the sperm. And then look what he says. You will be as a semen in your mother womb for 40 days. Alright. Now here, by the way, just to mention, it doesn't say womb. It says fi batni ummi, Batn in Arabic mean the belly. So according to according to Muhammad, your mother, she have you in her belly as a semen. All right, and this is a drop of semen. This is not a semen really. All right, nutfa is a drop of semen. So you are going to be in the belly of your mother, in the belly, not in the womb. The womb here is not mentioned. 40 days, and then after 40 days you will be, being as a drop of semen inside your mother belly. You will become a clinging thing, is similar period. What in similar period? What? He will become simply a alaqa. What alaqa? Again, we saw the translation of Muslim saying clearly that this is a congealed blood. Now before I continue about this alaqa thing, you know what, let us make it more clear, and let us show you more evidence made by Muslims, not by us. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain, and this is a chapter 23 verse number 14, the same chapter we are talking about. Alright, al-Jalalain is one of the biggest scholars in the history of Islam, and he's very well respected, and we can change, by the way, all the interpretation. You will see all of them, they agree in the same thing regarding this case about the clot. Look what he says. Then we transform the drop of semen. It's a what? It's a drop of semen, not one semen. Notice with me. Nutfa is a drop. Nutfa is a drop. It is not one singular semen. It's a drop of semen. And drop of semen is what? Is millions of semens. Millions. So according to Muhammad and his God, the drop of semen will transform into a clot of congealed blood. Do you see it? It's clear. I do not need really to explain it. Then is going to be, this clot will be transformed into a little lump, and then a piece of a flesh, and then etc etc. So here we get the clear proof from Islamic resources, and there are scholars, not like they're those kids who trying to fool us, making internet websites, that this is the real meaning of the Quran, is speaking about a drop of a sperm, which millions of a sperm, becoming a dead blood. Like if I take this now to the browser here and try to give a definition for it in the dictionary, what is this? What is the meaning by congealed blood? Okay, it is a blood form clot to block when or to heal the wound or the cut. You see it? So this is a blood will not be inside the body. This is supposed to be outside of the body. Actually, if you have it inside the body, you are dead. This is exactly what called heart attack. If you have one of those in your body, inside your stream, your bloodstream, you will die, because this blood will block your nerves and going to stop the flow of your blood in to your heart. And this is how people, they die usually by heart attack. So according to Islam, you are transformed from a drop of semen, 6-7 million, I don't know how many millions of semen, all of them, they are the one who will form you and make you a piece of meat. And not only this, you will stay inside your mother belly, not even womb, for 40 or 50 days. Now, is that really science? Now, this is a university website and have nothing to do with religion. And in here they are showing you how the embryo start to develop in stages. here you will see in day number 1, and that stage, you know, you will see the days next to it. You see, this is day number 1. Here there's an activated egg, and then number 2, number 3, and this is day number 4. All right, and this is day number 7, and this is day number 8. Here you will see that start getting to have a look, have a shape. This is day number 9, day number 10, day number 11, day number 12. It's obviously showing a shape, a clear shape. But according to Quran, in the first 40 days you are in the form of a sperm, and Muhammad is the one who is explaining the Quran, not me. And according to the Quran, the sperm will transform from a sperm into a blood. Do you see the blood here? Anyone see a blood here? This is a full creature. There is no blood. According to the Quran, 40 days in the beginning of the life of the baby is nothing but a form of a sperm, when in fact in 40 days you have a babies. Look, this is day number, this is after 51, 53 days. This is after 45, 50, 51 days. This is after 18 days. You have a baby. What are you talking about? So when the Prophet of the Abdul, he says you are in the womb of your mother for 40 days in the form of a sperm, in the form of a sperm, and this is by the way Muslim translation. As you see, it doesn't say here womb. I showed you, it says fi batni ummih, in the belly of his mother. There is no womb. Muhammad, he think that the baby is in the belly, all right, because she ate him. Now 40 days in the form of a sperm, and then after that, for a similar period, you will be what? You will be a lump of a flesh. This is absolutely false, because actually if you calculate the whole total numbers of the embryo until you became a full baby ready to be born, you will see the total is 120 days. Read with me. 40 days as a sperm, 40 days as a lump, and then similar for you to become like a bones, and we close it. The total is 120 days. And there is many hadith explain that. All right, like let us see. And Muslims cannot reject their prophet explanation. You know, their prophet is the one who insists with the numbers, and he is the one voluntarily, he is coming with the numbers. You see, all those hadith confirm the story. Look how many. I can show you actually endless. So what is important for us, obviously, that the numbers Muhammad is speaking about is obviously is hocus focus. It's a potato, tomato, is a shish kebab, hummus, have nothing to do with the reality and have nothing to do with science. This is the age, this is the baby after 56 and 60 days. According to Muhammad, until now here, until the stage of 50 days, is still the baby is a sperm, as you see with me here. Actually, sorry, here. This is what Muhammad is saying. 53 days. Muhammad, he says between 40 to 50 days you are still in the form of a sperm. But look, when we are not, there's no sperm no more. The sperm disappear actually from the first day. The second day, the cell, which is the egg, is splitting. It's a growing. It's a growing. It's a growing. And when it's a growing, it's giving, let us say, producing more the roots of the limbs, the roots of all the cells. Everything is growing together. It's not really, it's not the brain growing at the end, and it's not the bones growing at the end, and this is a lie. Everything is built together. Like, what do you mean the bone later? Are you saying to me in the beginning there's no bones? All of us, we know that the bones is the one who generates the blood. According to the Quran and according to Muhammad, in the beginning the blood and then the bones. But the fact, the bones is the one who produced the blood. The blood is not coming from the meat. It's not from the flesh. According to Muhammad, the sperm will transform into a congealed blood, which is the dead blood. I never heard of a sperm produce blood. So where is the science? And this is what Muhammad confirmed, and this is what the Quran confirmed. So you be the judge with the stupidity of Islam and the author of the Quran. And by the way, if you read here the story to the end of it, you will see that how stupid this religion is, because it says to you that Allah here right there, if you are going to be happy, miserable, which means your destiny. The Muslim believe in destiny, pre-made destiny. So Allah will decide for you if you are going to be happy, miserable, believer, disbeliever, etc. And then you will see here Muhammad saying that he swear by Allah, he says, he's swearing, this is serious. One of you would perform the action of people of heaven or Jannah until there is only 1 cubit between him and the Jannah, which means the heaven. And the funny, the Muslims don't translate Jannah, Lord have mercy. And then what is written for you will come and will overcome, you know, what you did in your life. Which means, to make it simple, as you see, what you did in your life have nothing to do with salvation, even including converting to Islam, because what is written for you in your predestiny is going to overcome. So according to the story, if a Muslim is praying 5 times a day, doing everything Allah told him to do jihad, killing the Christians, raping Jews, doing whatever he can, and then almost he is 1 meter away from the heaven, is still the destiny of Allah will overcome, and suddenly he will start acting like people of hellfire, and he will go to hellfire. So what the point of converting to Islam? And what the point of believing in God if what he designate for me is going to take over? It's not what I believe, it's not what I do. I convert, I don't convert, I pray, I don't pray, as you see in front of your eyes. And then Muhammad, he switched the story. He said, and then there's another guy who is doing the work of hellfire, and there's a distance of 1 meter between him and hellfire, and then what is written for him by Allah will overcome, and then he will start acting like people of hellfire, people of heaven, and he will go to heaven. So all the believer of Islam is nothing but a shish kebab, falafel, hummus. It's a stupid religion. You will work like a donkey, praying 5 times a day, seeking jihad for Allah, sacrificing your blood, killing the others, discriminating others, spitting in the face of others, being angry for the sake of Allah, all of this, and then Allah will say to you, sorry, what is written for you before your birth is going to take over, and you are going to start performing what I decide for you, and then you will go to hellfire. Same time, the one who was not praying to Allah, the one who was performing the action of hellfire, as you see, Allah, and there is only 1 cubit between him and hellfire. This is how close he is. And then what Allah he written for him, the destiny will take over. So what the point? Maybe the translation of this hadith here is not clear, so I can show you different translation just to make it more clear. However, our point here is about but actually it says here يعمل أهل الجنة حتى أن يكون بينه وبين الذراع etc. فيسبق عليه الكتاب. So he would perform the action of hellfire and is going to take over him what is written for him. What is written for him would come to pass, your destiny. So I think this is enough. So as you see here, the Muslim translation and fabrication does not even match with the lies of their prophet himself. For now we have to ask ourselves, which one is lying more, Muhammad or the Muslims? For Muhammad, he said clearly that this is a congealed blood, it's a dead blood who is transformed from a drop of a sperm. The drop of a sperm became a blood, which is a dead blood, and the dead blood became a meat, and then bones, and the bones we cover it with, we close it with the flesh. So either Muhammad is a liar with his explanation, and the scholars of Islam are a bunch of liars, as we see in the interpretation, or the Abduls and their fabrication is the truthful. Which one you take? This is why I say you cannot trust any Muslim anyway. All of them, they are the same. All of them, they are following the devil, and lying for them is a method on a style of life. This is why Muhammad, he said a Muslim, he can lie in 3 cases: to his family, to his friends, and to his enemy. Now you tell me who's left. God bless, and thank you very much.